Alright, YouTube, this is the best witnesses. So, how can I do this? The best witnesses. From 2011 to 2015, I was an undergrad student at Ryerson University. Media production, radio and television arts. That would mean that the RTA class of 2015, 200 people, are witnesses because the predictions were an open lecture for the whole 4 years. That would be the 2013 France set of predictions, and Ryerson was also sent the 2019 coronavirus set of predictions. France was all 3 events in France, Pulse nightclub, in Salle Danforth MacArthur in Toronto, with name, date, and place. Recorded in the review's office, Mark Sandler, Naz, the Epstein report. They have on audio tape the coronavirus set of predictions. The virus, Kobe Bryant, Ukraine Jet 752, Gabriel Wortman. So I've divided this into categories. The reporters who were involved and actually replied to the email: Robyn Doolittle at the Globe and Mail, Allison Chiasson at the CBC, Talia Schlanger at the CBC, who's also a Jane Doe, Jill Dempsey at the CBC, Metro Morning. She's also an RTA professor. In open lecture, she took a hard copy of the France warnings and gave it to CBC management. That would be Catherine Tate, the shyster lawyer they have there, the whole building knew, 250 Front Street West, the CBC. After they squandered all the information, the Epstein report, Naz calls me and says they found the email that I'm warning Toronto police. It's Bruce McArthur, 71 Winchester Street, Andrew Kinsman will be throttled. And Chief Saunders is like, oh, they don't catch me area. It not be your catchment area. And you know, the city pays this guy $500,000 a year. $1 billion they rob from property tax. And then they use the money to buy free alcohol. 40 College Street has an open bar. As much alcohol as the pigs want to guzzle. And then I tell the board, look, every time I'm directly reporting terrorism to you, all the time you tell me it's not your catchment area to do nothing. And then the board is, oh yeah, well, too bad. We wanted the French to have their tongues cut out. Nothing we can, it's not our catchment area. Yeah, the chief being right. It not be our catchment area. And then they have the audacity to put after their name leaders in counterterrorism. Saunders, Raymer, Dempsey, the chief of police, $500,000 a year. They should be criminally charged. Want to check my battery's still good? Okay. And then this is known to Judge Epstein, who is a quisling, takes the $5 million bribe payment from Toronto police and covers up the final report. Says nothing in the final report about this. The most honest one on the police board is Mayor John Tory. So Tory has the audio tape from Epstein. And what Tory does is, after I give a 5-minute police deputation, he says, all right, I'm going to go to Ryerson, talk with Julia Shindoy, who's the board secretary, and try to do something about this. He's honest enough to admit the predictions are correct. So Tory goes to Ryerson. Okay, and who are the best witnesses at Ryerson? I told this to Tory before he went there. It would be Ramona Pringle, RTA professor, Charles Falzon, the dean of FCAD, Laurie Beckstead, the entire RTA faculty, the entire English faculty, and the main one to cross would be Colleen Derkatch, who was UAP abducted and had the flying car that runs on free energy. She had telepathy when she came back. I really learned a lot, she said. Doolittle crossed her. And then she said, you should hear what she's saying. You can't make this stuff up. And then Shindoy crosses these professors and also censors her final report. They don't want to make it public. Doolittle tells me she gave everything to the editor, David Walmsley, and his boss would be Dave Thompson of Thomson Reuters, an oligarch billionaire, you know, Admiral Fleet of Thompson. in any case, about the furthest it went is Ramona and Doolittle. They convened the 5 Jane Does at Ryerson in the RTA office. And these 5 had an anomalous human experience. And I'll give you my first name. They're all in the RTA class of 2015. I'm just concentrating on the Ryerson events from, starting in 2011. In 1990 and in 2006, I reported things to police and at IRVA, and right now I'm just focusing on the Ryerson event. So, if we cross these 5 Jane Does publicly, that will prove everything I'm saying. Seana is psychic. Haylen is strong. She can pick up a car. Maija manifested gold coins and ran away with them. Ramona was able to shapeshift and fly. Colleen is the one who spent time on an advanced civilization. She was a UAP abducted. So if we get these 5 Jane Does, publicly cross them, which Pringle and Doolittle already crossed all 5 of them and have a confession out of them that went to the Globe and Mail, and then it's classified, censored from the public, well, it would prove everything I'm saying. Falzon had all these warnings. I sent him the virus warnings, I sent him the France warnings. In the hallway, he said, well, the Ryerson studio is operational. We can do an emergency broadcast. People's cell phone will start beeping. I said, okay, do it. Oh yeah, well, I'm looking into it. And then what they told me is that they convened, the whole faculty convened, and 2 people voted no to the emergency broadcast, which is enough to ruin it. And they have blood on their hands because the French had their tongues cut out, Anna D'Amico was run over, Andrew Kinsman was throttled, Reese Fallon was shot. They all knew this in 2011. And what does Ryerson do? They vote against doing an emergency broadcast, which is probably criminal. And okay, I'm at 7 minutes 20 now. I don't want to go very long. I want to keep them under 5 minutes. In my next 2 5-minute videos, I want to talk about Planet X. Nibiru is incoming, which is hostile. Planet of Demons. And I'll try again to dox Lucifer. So obvious to me, the head alien is Lucifer, and he's in the White House. The biblical perspective is the correct one. But right now, my goal is Toronto needs to do its own arrow investigation. These are the witnesses to put into one room and roundtable them. You can't have better witnesses than this. Epstein is a witness. Professors are a witness. The mayor is a witness. Police is a witness. Reporters are a witness. Strength test Haylen. Psychic test Seana. Maija still has the gold coins. She refused to spend to help save the life of Kobe Bryant or anyone else. Ramona can do something. Colleen, you should hear what she's saying. You should hear what she's saying. 3 Colleen confessions exist. The Globe and Mail has one. The Review has one. Ryerson, the Shindori cross-examination has one. Because when I sent the email to Shindori, I said, be sure you cross Colleen. And Mayor Tory went to Ryerson and told me, we are going to do that. Mayor Tory resigns for other reasons. Julia Shindori is now a judge. When I called Ryerson, the board secretary, they said, Julia doesn't work here anymore. She's now a judge. Well, okay, but what about my matter? Oh, no one's doing nothing about it. Well, how do I get anyone to do anything about this? It's up to you, YouTube. Do you want flying cars and free energy? Cross Colleen. Here's my witnesses. They are honest. They've been crossed. It's just a matter of doing it publicly. And I'm going to end there. I'm going to 10 minutes now.